Welcome to Alcohology. I wonder why they call it a cocktail.
Yes, I'd like to know more about the Venus vinifera. I'm very interested in the terroir.
We talking about 2 carbon, 6 hydrogen, and 1 oxygen atom. We talking about ethyl alcohol.
This episode, Rum and Captain Morgan. Rum has its roots in the 17th century, primarily in the Caribbean. Sugarcane was introduced to the region in the 1400s and was cultivated widely. The byproduct of sugarcane refining, molasses, led to the discovery that it could be fermented and distilled into what we now know as rum. It is believed that rum was first distilled on the island of Barbados, where plantation owners discovered that fermenting molasses could produce a potent spirit. Early rum was rough and unrefined and quickly gained popularity. As we know, it was a popular drink among sailors and pirates, becoming integral to Caribbean culture. Pirates in particular popularizing rum led to its association with swashbuckling and adventure. As distillation methods improved, Caribbean rum became smoother and more refined. Today it's produced across many Caribbean islands, with each one developing its unique style and flavor profile. Some of the most famous rum-producing nations include Jamaica, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, and Cuba. The origin of the word rum is unclear. The most widely accepted hypothesis is that it is related to rum bouillon, a beverage made from boiling sugarcane and stocks. It could also be related to the word rumbustion, which was slang meaning uproar or tumult. I can safely say I have been involved in a couple of rumbustions myself. Some of the notable rum distilleries in the Caribbean currently are the Mount Gay Distillery in Barbados, Appleton Estate in Jamaica, Havana Club in Cuba, Rum Barbancourt in Haiti, Foursquare Distillery in Barbados, Angostura Distillery in Trinidad and Tobago, and yes, that is where Angostura bitters also come from, and the Captain Morgan Distillery, and that brings us to Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan brand gets its name from Captain Henry Morgan. He was a 17th century Welsh privateer who became famous for his exploits in the Caribbean. Morgan's adventures as a pirate and privateer led him to fame and fortune. He raided Spanish settlements in the Caribbean on behalf of the English crown and eventually became the lieutenant governor of Jamaica. The Captain Morgan brand capitalizes on his legendary status, reflecting a pirate-inspired image. After its introduction, Captain Morgan quickly gained popularity due to its smooth and spiced flavor, which set it apart from other rums. In 1984, Seagram launched Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum, which became a massive hit, especially in the US. Currently, the Captain Morgan Distillery is in St. Croix, even though the brand originated in Jamaica. A few fun facts about Captain Morgan. The recipe for Captain Morgan was originally created for medicinal purposes. In the early 1940s, Seagram CEO Samuel Bronfman purchased the Long Pond Distillery from the Jamaican government and started producing raw rum under the name Captain Morgan. One of the rum buyers, Levy Brothers Pharmacy in Kingston, infused the rum with medicinal herbs and spices before aging it and bottling it. Upon trying the aged rum, Bronfman purchased the rights to the recipe and started producing the spiced rum commercially under the Captain Morgan label. In 2010, a team of archaeologists discovered a collection of iron cannons off the coast of Panama, close to where Captain Morgan lost 5 of his ships in the 17th century. The team had exhausted their funding before they could go any further. That's where the Captain Morgan namesake brand stepped in. Rather than letting the ships remain lost to the sea, Captain Morgan provided funding that allowed the archaeologists to conduct a survey and to narrow down potential sites. In 2011, a team of underwater researchers and volunteers discovered a section of the starboard side of one of Captain Morgan's ships, along with a number of unopened cocktail boxes. Here's another odd one for you. The Captain Morgan pose was officially banned by the NFL. In a 2009 home game against the Dallas Cowboys, Eagles wide receiver Jason Avant impersonated the captain's stance in the end zone. This provoked a penalty for excessive celebration, and days later, the pose was banned from all touchdown celebrations. Avant did have good intentions, though. The pose was part of a guerrilla marketing campaign to benefit the Gridiron Greats, a nonprofit organization providing financial grants and pro bono medical care for retired NFL players. Captain Morgan also inspired a new way for doctors to fix dislocated hips. While the pose has faded from the football field, the medical field has discovered its orthopedic merits. Hip dislocations can be difficult to reset and risky for patients. In 2011, Dr. Gregory W. Hendy published a report in the Annals of Emergency Medicine that identified a new approach, the Captain Morgan technique. Dr. Hendy argued that the captain's pose was a good alternative for doctors having to climb on to patients' gurneys. The method was described as successful in 12 of 13 cases, and the report titled The Captain Morgan Technique for the Reduction of the Dislocated Hip. Currently, there are 10 different rums under the Captain Morgan umbrella. Those are the Black Spiced Rum, 100 Proof Spiced Rum, Silver Spiced Rum, White Rum, and Captain Morgan Private Stock, which is made from a blend of Caribbean rums infused with secret spices. Captain Morgan also offers flavored rums, those being spiced apple, coconut, pineapple, and orange vanilla twist. Here at Matt and Friends Drink the Universe, we acknowledge you could drink your rum straight, but our preferred method is a good rum and coke or rum and diet.
This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
Matt and Friends Drink the Universe is proudly sponsored by the Poppins Travel Company. Please visit our sponsor at poppinstravelcompany.com. If you enjoyed this short and want to spend more time with us, please check out our full-length episodes wherever you get your podcast from. For more information about Matt and Friends Drink the Universe, please visit us at mattandfriendsdtu.com. That's mattandfriendsdtu.com.